Hello, just a short video to show you that as I'm moving into 5.1, the reason I'm moving into 5.1 is because some of the unique uploads to it. Iclone's just joined, so you can now install your Iclone. If you also go to this page here, which I'll put a link underneath, the audio setup for Unreal Engine for 5.1, the new one is available. So you can basically sync everything that you're doing in Iclone now with 5.1. Now, a better reason for 5.1, this is the face, it will come up, face cap, should have found it beforehand, no, not that one. The reason is because I'm going to actually start a 5. It's another great page as well. I must show you DAZ2UNREAL. Okay, so if I started up at 5, let's go to blank. No, I won't do ray tracing, I'll just do test. Alright. And create. So what I love about 5 is I'm incorporating DAZ, right? And the 5.0 DAZ2UNREAL Engine plugin works with 5.1. Okay, so I have the 5, I just dragged and dropped it in and it worked. So you can, I'll put the link, well, this is David Vodnall, okay, the man who made the actual link from DAZ2UNREAL, and you can get all the help from there. Now with 5, the reason why I love it is because if we type in face, oops, how about we spell it properly? Face and LIVELINK FACEIMPORTER, okay? Okay, LIVELINK FACEIMPORTER. This allows you to use your iPhone and record some footage with the live link, like you can be just sitting there talking to it, record some footage, and then you email it. Oh, actually I use Telegram, and I simply drag and drop the little file in my iPhone over into Telegram, and then I open it up on my computer, drag and drop it into Unreal Engine, and then you can add it to the MetaHuman, and they will move and talk and say everything that you did. I'm also taking the voices from Replica and matching them. Anyway, that's the reason, okay? That brilliant thing there allows you to transfer from your iPhone. And that's just one of the many features. There's not that many at the moment that I'm finding. AI is very good because you've got the AIs jumped, they know that they are part of, right? So this is having NPCs that have their own intelligence conversations, building it up on another website like Convi or InWorld AI or Chatbot AI. You build a personality, you build what their sort of world is going to be, and then you put it into the back end of the Unreal and it will run the NPC. So that's what they're all heading towards. Animation, I'm going to get right into that. What that is animating objects so that you can have things within your scene animate, and that's a new plugin. Convi is another one of those brilliant AIs, like I was saying. The editor, unfortunately, it doesn't have restart yet, but I've got to buy that, I think, for about $10. MetaHuman, I always love my MetaHuman kits, and so that allows you to have the actual control of the metaverse. Emergence is, I can't remember, okay? Let's go to support and have a quick look, because it is good. And nope, I don't want a scored. I want documentation. It had a good purpose, actually, Immersions. It's a plugin that was released just the other day. Okay, yes, it is, okay, nothing much. Funny about that. Funny buggers. Right, So I'll bother with that actually. Other, of course, we've got the DAZ to Unreal. Now, version 202.2, and let's go look at documentation for that. Okay, so here we are here, and you can go to here, and go to here, and you'll get the latest version of DAZ to Unreal. Okay, so once you've downloaded that, you can install that into the C drive, into your program files, into your Epic, into your 5.1. Okay, so that's a process that you get to memorize in the end. Interactive world. Okay, snow, mud, water and foliage areas into large worlds. I haven't really looked at that too much, but it does look exciting. And okay, that would be basically, it's going to add a heap of brushes and starter content to inactive play world. Show plugin. Okay, once you've got the plugin, you get a demo map. All right, yes, I'll do that. I know I go through it quickly, but it makes sense sometimes, and you don't need to read all the specs. So that one there is an interactive world that basically gives you snow, mud, water, and foliage, and they give you a demo map to work with. I like it. Runtime text translation, and just looking at you want me to download you? That's unusual. Right, so basically a chatbot. Okay. Into any language. It's a language translator, looks like. Okay. Seems good. Runtime text translation. Okay, so it'll translate it into another language. Real Illusion. So that's why I started this thing showing you. Real Illusion has been updated for 5.1. So we will now with that, what we have to do is, of course, hit the download button. It will install that. No, I'm going to install it again. And when it's finished, what else can we look at? Because you need the folder systems out of that, so we can highlight that and activate that. Text, read, write, plugin. Okay, what's that all about? Read, write, plugin. I'm not saying this is every 5.1 plugin, but I've tried to find as many that are relevant to a normal game or a movie maker. I'm a movie maker. And file finder kind of program. No, I don't really need it. Twinmotion. I haven't used it for a little while. Okay, now, the one thing I do like to add, because I'm going to be doing metahumans, is Apple stuff. Okay, so with the Apple ArcKit and the Apple Curve. Okay, so the Curve. This is a new one that's animate curve expressions. And no. This one, LiveLink Curve Debug, allows you to fix up the link between the synchronization of your signal that's coming in from your iPhone. It debugs it so that it works a bit better when it translates to the character. Okay, grab that one, and then I'm going to restart. And it says it doesn't work for it properly. It does. Okay. This is what you end up with, okay, once you have installed that folder. So we simply, unfortunately, Real Illusion isn't allowed to have a plugin in the back of, but it's also for your files and your transfer of the characters. So with that down there, I go to here, I right click, I go to Show in Explorer, and then go to the front of your program, right? You see the blue. And let's open up that folder again. Okay, so then this is the folder I've downloaded from the Unreal. It installs and gives you all these. So I grab the 5.1, I grab the plugins, content, right click, copy, just put it into there. Close that up. Like I said, I keep that on my desktop now, so that I've got new additions, because they're always updated as well. Even though we needed 5.1, that's a new one for all those other editions of Unreal, and they've all been updated and work a little bit better. So and like I was also showing with this, the thing that I was trying to say, where is it here? Yeah, because in the marketplace, sorry, in the marketplace, right. I don't know if it changed from that. LiveLink. And this one. Okay, so Iclone's Unreal LiveLink. Make sure you update your 5 and your 5.1 and all that stuff to that. If you want to be able to do it properly. By the way, I'm going to be making something on this. I'm going to show you this as well. It's available for 5.1. Click through to that. And down there, so that was basically looking through all the ones I can find that are of use so far for installing from the plugins for 5.1, and some of them, that facial transfer of your data from your iPhone is the reason I'm jumping to 5.1. Also, Iclone has kept up, and so we dragged and dropped those folders into, and we go to our plugins again, and we make sure that we go to Real Illusion, untick it, tick it. Actually, all I do is just add one more. That way we'll get the restart, because I love the restart up here. Okay, so actually I'm going to add Convi, because it's a good one and I do want to work with it. I've got the Convi projects off them that allowed me to integrate it and mix it with, but I've told them I want DAZ and DAZ people, not really meta-human. I'll have a bit. Okay, so update and content. We're into, I've just done a normal folder, so we could go up and add our features, go to third person, add that. And when you just go a plain open project, it obviously gives you just this strange big world that you almost can't land on. You're there. Oh yeah, it's just way up here. So it gives you that sort of world. That's your main landing, and then gives you a choice of your actions, whether you want to move, look, or jump through using your PlayStation controller. I haven't really actually. I've got one and I've connected it up, but I haven't begun to use it properly because that's more for gaming. Like I said, I'm more for filmmaking, but it's very good for camera work, which is what I want to get into. Your mannequins are the same, so then if we went into our third person, we could go into our maps, and our third person map will look the same. Too fast, John. Will look the same as normal. So then if we go down, bang, there's our, and we've got our Iclone link. Right, so we've got our and we've got our DAZ link all set up, and yeah, I'm having trouble to find it. Yeah, developers options. Okay, so that's a little bit to show you about the some of the new features in the sense of some of the plugins. Sorry, for 5.1. Now, the other thing that I was going to show you before I finished was this. This is incredible. And this has just come out. I've downloaded the whole lot of it. It's all free. And it's a whole 20 gigabytes is actually the size of the Old West Learning Project. I don't know if I'm not sure if it downloaded. I said it about downloading, and no, it didn't. It didn't download, unfortunately. I thought Old West Learning Project, so I went into my library and then went Old West. No, it didn't download, unfortunately. I was trying to download it last night. It's one of those massive ones that you're going to have to do overnight, basically. And you also get all the assets to do with, so you've got the amazing, let's have a look at big size. Got the amazing Midwestern town. Actually, that's part of, oh, okay, I know that one. That's from 4.27. And then they've extended upon that and just built houses around it, made a whole village out of it. And then the beautiful part about it is you also get all these other assets, which are come on. So everything that's inside of there also is a separate asset package. All the goods, interiors, travel supplies. I shall make a cinematic movie of all this as soon as I can actually get it all downloaded. Alright, well thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed having a watch of some of the steps needed to get 5.1 into the main game with our interactions between DAZ and between DAZ, basically, Mr. Yeah, auto setup real illusion, and thank you very much. Please like and subscribe.